Ooh, I wanted y'all in the wild card round, but get y'all in the NFC Championship in Philly with a Super Bowl on the line. Let's get it, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Downs with Mr. Dugas. And today I'm going to preview and predict Sunday's NFC Championship showdown as you have the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Washington Commanders, show. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop $1 on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, my social media information is down there. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, yo. Here we go, man. Eagles, Commanders, NFC Championship game. I mean, this is amazing. Like, first off, man, shout out to the NFC East. You know, all year long it was the talk about the NFC North, the toughest division. They got the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers, Bears, all that other nonsense, and they all go one and done, man. And the NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Commanders came out on top, and it's us battling to go to the Super Bowl, man. So first off, big ups to the division for that. Um, Washington has done a great thing. Building, I was worried when they drafted Jay Daniels because of this type of stuff. Now I didn't think they would get this far. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lying. But I knew that they was heading in the right direction with the drafting of Jay Daniels. For those who don't know, I'm also an LSU fan, so obviously I know how good he is. And of course, looking at the opponent, Washington Commanders coming off of, shocking the world, beating the Detroit Lions 45-31, a game I thought they had a chance to win, but didn't think they would. Jane Daniels is the story, man. We could say without thinking now, I guess he's the greatest rookie quarterback we've ever seen. Just being this team is winning because of him instead of in spite of him. Like a lot of great rookie quarterbacks had loaded rosters around them and they just, didn't screw it up. Brian Robinson running the ball hard. Austin Eckler looks healthy. Terry McLaurin is doing his thing. De'Ami Brown has actually stepped up as a solid number two receiver for them. Our old boy Zach Ertz still making plays. And defensively, they coming off of forcing 5 turnovers against the Detroit Lions, man. Sanders with 2 picks. I think his name was Brown with the pick six. Chin also got an interception in this game, and they also forced a fumble. So obviously they coming in riding high with a whole lot of confidence. Then looking at my Philadelphia Eagles, man, coming off of the snowblow game, taking on the Los Angeles Rams, hung on. It got a little more interesting at the end than it should have, but it did. Hung on and beat the Rams 28-22. The passing game obviously got a lot of people talking with Jalen Hurts. Not throwing for a bunch of yards, only throwing for like 130 something yards or so a game. But we won the 2 games, man. And one thing about Jalen, whenever we gonna need him to be a real efficient thrower of the football, I feel like he gonna step through and do it. I don't think Jalen forgot how to throw a football. He was fine throwing it 2 years ago, and at points during this season, the Cincinnati game, and the Pittsburgh game are 2 games that come to mind. But the star of this show is Saquon Barkley. Coming in after rushing for over 200 yards against the Rams again. The offensive line has just been incredible. And like I said, the receivers, they haven't been getting a lot of opportunities, obviously, in the playoffs. But we know at any given moment they could get off. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. I mean, heck, you got to worry about guys like Grant Calcaterra and Jahan Dotson as well. And then Kenny Gainwell spelling Saquon Barkley in there. Defensively, man, Stafford got at us a little bit when Quinyon Mitchell got injured, but still when it was time for us to make plays, we did it. Jalen Carter was an absolute man. You know what I'm saying, in this game. Nolan Smith still developing week in and week out, getting better. with a big strip sack. Jalix Hunt, the rookie, even got a sack in this game. Zach Bond recovering a fumble. His first game wearing the green dot after the N'Kobe Dean injury. I thought Burks was okay in this game, filling in for Dean. And Slay had a really good game despite giving up a couple of plays. They took some advantage of Isaiah Rodgers, but all indications is that Quinyon Mitchell will be back in this game, yo. Keys to my Eagles offensively getting the win in this game is protecting the football, man. Look, this Washington's run defense is not that good. Like, let's just call it what it is. Um, Detroit got away from the run, but when they did run, Jameer Gibbs averaged 7.5 yards a carry on them. Saquon got off the first time we played him. The second time he got off in the first half, but to Washington's credit, they slowed him down in the second half. Some of that probably got to do with the fact that Kenny Pickett was out there instead of Jalen Hurts holding that backside defender. But just protect the ball, man. No fumbles, no interceptions, and I feel like offensively we could be okay. And as far as defensively, limit Jaden Daniels' running ability. Look, if he beats you with his arm, it is what it is, man. You gotta let your corners get after these receivers, and you gotta commit a little more to the box for the ability of Jaden Daniels to run because though he could throw the ball really well, not saying he can't throw, but I would rather take my chances with him in the pocket going up trying to complete a pass against our really good secondary than him taking off, getting all over the place because I think the key to them winning the game, yeah, he threw 5 touchdowns, but I think the thing that gave us fits was his ability to run, and he ran for 81 yards against my Eagles the last time we played. Now for my prediction. Look, man, shout out to Washington. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they on the ride. I think Jaden Daniels is a superstar. I think they got really good ownership now with Joshua Harris, Magic Johnson, and all them. I think Dan Quinn is a solid head coach. Um, I think they got McLaurin is still young. De'Ami Brown has developed into a good, solid receiver in these playoffs. Um, but I just don't think they're roster ready. I think this is where there's not one. Yes, Washington Commanders fans would be mad because it's us. It's the Eagles, and they were one game away from the Super Bowl. But if you ask both teams before this season started, if you ask Washington Commanders fans before this year started, they would be ecstatic if you told them they made it and lost in the NFC Championship game. This Philadelphia Eagles roster is ready to win a Super Bowl right now. Washington is still like a year or two away from that, but they on their way. But they still a year or two away from that roster wise. This Eagles team, we ready to go to New Orleans right now. And with us being at home, what happened the last game, Jalen getting knocked out the game, us losing the way we did, it left a bitter taste in our mouth. But everything we wanted, we still ended up basically with home field advantage with them beating Detroit. Because at the time, it looked like that cost us a shot at home field advantage. But to get this team at home with the Super Bowl on the line, Eagles gonna get it done at home, man, and book their trips to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, yo. Washington on their way, they just not ready yet. This Eagles team is ready right now for the Super Bowl. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles, fly.